I'm Katie and I'm the Livestock Supervisor for Halter Ranch Vineyard, and today I'm just going to show you guys a little bit around the property and to meet some of our animals. Yeah, so these are all corridors that the goats grazed like a couple months ago. As you can see, there's a lot of green regrowth, which is what we're aiming for. Eventually, throughout the year, they'll make their way through all of the corridors that kind of like circumference the property. So I'm actually just this week introducing the herd to electric netting, and then once they're comfortable with that, then it'll be a lot easier to move them. Let's see how the dogs are today. They seem pretty relaxed, but they can be a little wild. Hey boys! Hi boys! Hi! Good boys. Are you gonna be nice? Are you gonna be nice? Yeah? Andro. So this is Andro, and that is Marcus. They have pretty different personalities. Come here. Yeah, so they're brothers. They're like 10 months old now. They're Great Pyrenees breed, and they were started, basically born into a herd of sheep, and that's how they kind of learn the instinct to guard, and that these livestock are their family and that it's their job to protect them. And thus far they've done a great job. We haven't lost any animals to predators, which is a huge risk around here. There's mountain lions, a lot of them. We see them on our like wildlife cameras a lot. So yeah, they do a great job, and they love it, as you can see. Yeah, you can come with us, Andro. We have about 30 goats, and later this week we'll actually be getting some sheep. Our goats are mainly to graze the wildlife corridors, like I said, around the property. Hi, Andrew. And the sheep will be, they'll also help graze the corridors, but they are going to be more focused on grazing the cover crop in the vineyard. We can only do that during a certain time of year after harvest and before bud break, because they'll eat the vineyards. I mean, my priority is just supporting the land as naturally as we can using animals, and obviously while providing them a happy life. Like I said, we're getting them started on electric fencing, and once they become cautious with that, then we can get them to where they're moving every 4 days, which is ideal for preventing internal parasites, and then you can support basically a natural, healthy cycle without having to use medicine. So that's the goal. I started part-time back in April, and then I recently graduated from Cal Poly SLO with a degree in animal science. And so once I finished up there and on June 11th. Then I started here full-time on June 21st. As soon as I came here just to interview, it really felt like a welcoming, warm environment, and I could tell that everyone that I talked to cared about the animals immensely. Rumination, chewing their cud, is a sign that they're comfortable, that they're relaxed. So it's just always good to see when your animals are laying down, chewing their cud, you know, they're happy and satisfied. This is our electric netting. It's pretty simple. It's just charged with a car battery and an energizer. It's low enough voltage to where if any person touched it, it's not gonna do any real damage to you. It may hurt a little bit. I built this 2 days ago. So as you can see, they're keeping like a foot or so distance away from the fence. They know that it's hot. They know not to try and cross it. It takes a few years, but you'll see the difference. Like, you'll see the difference between a pasture that's just been overgrazed and damaged, and the soil's damaged and it can't support the native vegetation like it once could, and then you'll see pastures where it's grazed correctly and it's grazed with a respect for the land and the goal of building healthy soil, which I think is a goal that a lot of people at Halter Ranch share. We recognize the importance of maintaining a healthy environment, that we can't grow anything without healthy soil, without happy land. So it's cool to just be on a team that has a unified goal of protecting the biodiversity and that dynamic relationship that occurs on the land.